Greetings, Taurus. Welcome to Aries season and welcome to your reading. It's almost your birthday. It's almost comfort season. It's almost you season. It's not that far away. It's not that far away. And I think admittedly, we are craving that slowness more than we could admit. Like, I'm a fire sign and I'm like, let's go. Like, it's lit. But part of me is tired as hell and and I just want to lay in bed and like watch TV or whatever, you know? Eat some good food and take a nice bath and shower and sleep early and take good care of my body and just have a really good time with the people in my life. But it's Aries season and we have to prep for the next 12 months. We have to set the tone. We have to open up the airways and pathways to that next 12 months. And that takes energy. It takes spiritual energy. It takes a lot of physical energy. And it takes a certain, spirit as well. And it's very necessary. It's very necessary to see yourself as a trailblazer in your own life. It's very important for you to feel that. And the comfort that you find in just being a relatively good human being, you know what I'm saying, is typically enough. But right now, this energy wants to tap into your trailblazing spirit. And you can do it. It's just not what you're about. The sun in Aries, the sun in your 12th house from March 19th to April 19th. It's just not what you're about. And it might feel like because you don't want to chase after money or opportunities or whatever, you just have no desire to genuinely chase, like zero, zilch, none, to genuinely chase, and you just want to like be this like stodgy like being. It kind of makes you seem like heavy, like it takes a lot of weight and energy for people to pull you into this space, the Page of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. And, there's a bit of a battle in that too, because there's some of you who are just like, I'm not with it. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't want to go down this path with you. And it brings conflict to your doorstep, because it's like, we should go down this path. Like, there's no reason why we shouldn't go down this path. you know, and you're like, I hear you, and, you know, I'm here, but I want to go in the complete opposite direction. I don't want to go in the direction that you're going in. You know? The funny thing is, the other direction that you want to go in, you're actually fine. The Nine of Pentacles. Your intuition is right. You're going in the right direction. You're making the right moves, especially professionally. You're going in the right direction and you're making the right moves. Nobody can see it just yet. Just yet. But you know. So this conflict that's coming to your doorstep is, in a way, you know, people who would love the opportunity to be you right now, and they're going to take that opportunity. But Mars will enter Pisces on March 22nd. And you loosen your grip a little bit to where, there we go, that 11th house energy. Beautiful. You loosen your grip enough to where people can really fit in this very practical reality that you know exactly what you're doing, and you want to make space for people to be a part of it, but at the same time, like, you're in charge, and that just is what it is. And so you being in charge means that it's a very delicate conversation that happens with the people that you're in charge of. And I think, you know, for a bit, in some ways, it's been about just sustaining that in charge ability. But when Mars moves into Pisces and into your 11th house, your 11th house is the Aquarian house. This is the Aquarian card, the star. You know, you find a way to fit people into this grand scheme in a way that they want to fit into the grand scheme. Because like I said, it's been you putting them where you want them to be, and that has just been disastrous. This 12th house ego death, it's been disastrous. And now, for a bit, you're listening. You're really listening. And it changes everything. In business and connections, it changes everything. It opens things up. It makes things sweeter, and it makes you feel connected and not needing to control, but just needing to be at an elevated space with people that you genuinely just care a lot about. You can't not care. So it's like, okay, I care. So I'm going to do my best work at plugging in. I'm going to do my best work at understanding and pouring and receiving what this person has to offer. And I'm not going to try to mold them. And the full moon in Libra happening on March 25th is a bit, it's a lot. It's a lot because it's like you're Venus ruled, Libra's a Venus ruled sign, but as a Taurus, you're the other Venus ruled sign. And, this Libra energy is, as I said, really listening, really just relating and keeping things in that relatable space. And I think that like you've just got such a control on the physical that aspect is undeniable. Nobody can deny it. But mentally, there's a lot that gets missed in that physical build. And I think because for you, you're like, hey, I'm doing what I need to do to keep things physically the way that they need to be. You don't see how there's a way to compromise that has to do with real compromise. And I'm not trying to go in on you right now. We are in your 12th house. We need to talk about this chaos. We need to talk about what's really eating at you, and so you can go into your season fresh and you can actually take these, truths, actually let go, and it's like, I think, for people, for situations that have really fallen through, like right now, oh, absolutely not. Like, you're not going to be the one to make things okay. But I honestly think if you let go, I'm talking about these people that have been seemingly, you'd probably see it as they've caused such an issue, but in their mind, you just weren't compromising and you were being controlling, the 10 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. Like, if you really just kind of let go and you actually try to relate, try to slow down in your own thinking and in your own beliefs and habits, you'd humbly be able to change. The full moon in Libra, that lunar eclipse in Libra on March 25th is like, it's hard on you because it's like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't feel like you're doing anything wrong. You have Jupiter in your sign. You feel like you are in the right. You feel like the righteous way, the right way to do something and handle it, that's the way, and everything else outside of that is null and void. And that is the problem. That this full moon in Libra will show you that, well, actually, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there because you'll feel better and you'll understand. But that moment of truth is a real truth that feels disappointing. But it is something that you can let go of. This is a full moon. You can let go of that way of thinking. You can let go of that way of operating. This is a full moon in your 6th house. You can physically change. And it does require you letting go of some fixed thoughts and fixed beliefs that are creating havoc. Mercury retrograde will kick off in Aries on April 1st through April 25th. And this is you having to be the one to make it all make sense. You having to be the one to catch all of the stray thoughts and the loose cannons flying from left to right. You have to be the one to hold it all together when it feels like things could fall apart. They're not going to fall apart, but it will feel like it. It will feel like it's hard to keep a handle on all of these loose pieces, but that's only because you need to make peace with certain aspects and elements not being all the way right. And if you can do that, if you can make space for certain parts of this project, certain parts of these partnerships to not feel all the way right, not be all the way right. The Five of Pentacles. It's like, ooh, this don't feel right. And it's like, yeah, but we gotta keep going. And it's like, but it doesn't feel right. And I'm like, yeah, I get it, especially in terms of money. I get it right now. It doesn't feel right. We gotta keep going. The Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. We gotta keep going. We gotta find these safe spaces where we can find them, but it's not always gonna feel right. It's not always gonna feel right. Yeah. Venus will enter Aries on April 5th, and then we'll have a new moon in Aries on April 8th. And the love and the money really does call on you to play that role right now of being the catch-all. Excuse me. And you're doing it very well. And you're also finding a lot of financial intel. You're also gathering a lot of financial intel through this catch-all experience, and it's pretty cool because it's like you're connecting back to the thing that you've been passionate about, or the thing that, you know, you're connecting back to it in a way that's like, this actually kind of feels kind of right. It's chaotic, and, you know, there's parts of it that really suck. But the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Cups is like, you know what? This is why I do this. This is why I do. You're connecting to the parts of it that really do work for you, and you're gathering, and for a lot of you, that is having those very pleasant connections and partnerships and feeling that deep connection physically with people. And then on top of that, like I said, you're gathering this financial intel that's like, cool. Like, I'm never gonna run towards money, you know, but once I see these openings for it, I'm just going to add them to my toolbox, my, you know, fanny pack full of tips and tricks, and I'm cool with that. It's always funny because our readings, like my readings with you, my sixth house, they're always like so steady. It's just like, go deeper. What do you see? What do you feel? Like, it's, yeah, it's very interesting. I love you, Taurus. Happy birthday. It's almost your birthday. We're going to talk about your season and the year ahead, and like, can you believe how much you've achieved? And can you believe how much money and greater physical stability is about to come your way? It's insane, to be honest with you. It's actually insane. There's a lot of people who literally cannot even keep up with it, that it's moving so fast. It's Jupiter and Taurus. You're too far ahead. You feel me? I love you. I will see you in your season. In the meantime, you can schedule your private and birth chart readings with me. The link is in the description. The Aries season kickoff is called Instinct, and it's out now on YouTube and Patreon, and the Aries season playlist is called Pulse, and it is available now on Apple Music, and the link is in the description. See you in your season. Love you. Bye.